Physically impaired people may use mobility aids such as wheelchairs or crutches. They may use a range of other assistive devices to control the environment or to manipulate other items to assist with various tasks. The following points illustrated here are those that people with physical impairments may have. It should be noted that people with physical impairments may tire easily and lose concentration. People may have a wide range of physical impairments which differ in terms of the extent to which they impair computer use. The assistive technology used depends on the person's specific disability. People who have limited use of their hands or arms or have reduced control of fine movements may use a variety of input devices that suit their specific requirements, such as adapted keyboards, mouse, trackballs, joysticks, etc. The range of pointing devices for the mouse and keyboard include the following points shown. Physically impaired people will use general interactive devices in different ways depending on their needs. For example, wheelchair users can use devices that are usable and reachable from a seated position. Therefore, considerations that need to be borne in mind by designers of interactive products in order to improve accessibility for physically impaired people are illustrated here. Cognition is what goes on in our heads when we carry out our everyday activities. Cognitive processes involves thinking, remembering, learning, daydreaming, decision-making, seeing, reading, writing, and talking. Cognitive impairments, such as problems with concentration and memory, may have many causes, and for a particular individual may be permanent or temporary. For example, all of us have problems with concentration when we are tired or attempting to do many tasks at once, or when we are being distracted, or when we are worried about something unrelated to the task at hand. Many of us find that we have increasing problems with memory and concentration as we get older. Dyslexia affects the underlying skills that are needed for learning to read, write, and spell. Brain imaging techniques show that dyslexic people process information differently. Around 4% of the population is severely dyslexic. A further 6% have mild to moderate problems. Dyslexia occurs in people from all backgrounds and of all abilities, from people who cannot read to those with university degrees. Dyslexic people of all ages can learn effectively but often need a different approach. Dyslexia is a puzzling mix of both difficulties and strengths. It varies in degree and from person to person. Dyslexic people often have distinctive talents as well as typical clusters of difficulties. In general, people with dyslexia may have difficulty reading, and may also have difficulty in composing and physically writing or typing their own work. This group can be supported in their use of computers by assistive technology for both input and output. The following points described the use of computers by dyslexic people. The requirements of dyslexic people for computers and other interactive devices are mostly the same, with perhaps one exception. In general, dyslexic people may require the following bullet points as shown, depending on their particular needs. In addition, a requirement for computer access may be the inheritance of operating system settings for font and color if specific settings are needed. You may wish to attempt some learning activities, which is found in the next section. You will be able To find their possible solution, above, in the Player tab,